Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What is on this occasion, I would like to explain about language transfer and fossilization. So, based on my understanding, transfer or interference refers to the influence of L1 to the use of learning L2. So, this process can be happen in two forms, positive and negative. The first is I will explain about transfer. Transfer is the use application of L1 when learning or use the L2. So when the learner try to transfer their knowledge in L1 to L2, sometimes error occurs by the form or the rules of L1 is not same with L2. So some of uh, the type in transfer is like first is positive transfer. Positive transfer is happen when the structure or form in L1 and L2 is not same or different, so it make the learner can be simple to master the L2 with easier. For example, in English and Indonesian, uh, the subject uh, for for example, in English and Indonesian, the subject verb object, or as we know, SVO, order is the same. So Indonesian speakers who learn English find it is easier to understand basic sentence structures in English. So this transfer supports second language learning and doesn't cause errors. Next, two is negative transfer. Negative transfer is reversed when the structures or form in L1 is different with L2, which leading in using of L2. Example is in English, adjectives are usually placed before nouns, like the word like big house, but in Indonesian, adjectives are generally placed after nouns. So like it may be rumah besar. When an English learner who is a native Indonesian speaker misplace an adjective in an English sentence because he uh, uh, he is influenced by the structure of the Indonesian language, negative transfer occurs. And for detailed examples that I can tell in positive transfer is a Spanish learner learning Italian may find it easier to understand vocabulary and sentence structure since both uh, language are Romance language and so many grammatical similarities. uh, Negative transfer, like Japanese speaker learning like English may have difficulty using articles such as in English there are an article like and the. So since Japanese doesn't have an article system like English, uh, in uh, so next is fossilization. Fossilization is a phenomenon in which second language learning stops developing even though the learners has had had a sufficient exposure and motivation, uh, high motivation and adequate opportunities for practice. This term was first introduced by Larry Salinker in 1972, who described fossilization as a cognitive mechanism and a structural phenomenon in language performance. So, in general, there are two types in fossilization. First is local fossilization. Fossilization occurs in certain language structures or elements in an interlanguage, or maybe an intermediate language, or a temporary stage in learning a second language that do not correspond the target language the target language. For example, certain grammatical patterns or incorrect pronunciation never in fully that are never fully correct. Last is global visualization. So this type refers to the entire interlanguage system that stops developing and does not reach native-like competence. So that's all can I explain about language transfer and visualization, sir. Thank you.